Hello, everyone. I'm here to do a interview with a good friend of mine on my YouTube channel, and that is, um, please state your name,
My name is Max, Max
Max.
Massimo Molinero. I'm Italian,
Yeah, Max.
um, and I'm known as Sugo Molinero on Facebook. I also have an Instagram where I am Max Molinero Digital Art.
Yes, and he does a lot of prehistoric artwork on more specifically prehistoric cats. So, how did you started in paleo art as a whole?
Not long ago, just 2 years ago, um, just because I was for a long time interested in the art of Mauricio Anton, that is a very known paleo artist, and just I started just a kind of play. It was just something to have fun, um, and still is nothing professional my work. But I'm getting some success all around, and I'm quite happy. And I also won a prize in a museum contest in Italy about art as well.
I see. And how many years ago was that? Was that like 15 years back or something?
No, just 2 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yes, I
Interesting.
started 2021. Yeah, 3 years ago.
Interesting. I noticed that your artwork is like Mauricio Acton's artwork. It do you draw pen or do you do like computer on your cats and other prehistoric creatures?
I just use an iPad, and my work are all on Procreate, the app.
Huh.
Um, Nothing more. I do my own sculpts on 3D using Nomad as in on the iPad as well.
I see.
I make my sculpts, and then I use them for different position of the head and the animal itself.
Yeah, and I noticed that you have a lot of fossil replicas.
Yes, but I don't have fossil replicas. I just copied the sculpts from the drawings of Marie Chanton.
Oh, I see. I see.
It's quite difficult to transform a two dimension drawing in a 3 dimension, but it's quite a work. But it's fun and interesting to do.
Have you ever done dinosaur artwork before?
No, I'm not. Never. I have drawn some animals different than cats, but not much.
Just only
Just a bit. Yeah, just a little. I have some prehistoric birds, terror birds, and nothing more. Some portrait of people. Tell me, were about to tell me to ask me something.
who me? Oh, um no, someone I don't know. Some troll on the internet. I don't know. Oh, he said, "Do you know Eric Vierfaller?" He probably doesn't. Um,
No, I don't.
yeah. Um, so I noticed that your cat art, big cats, you based on like some modern cats, such as Xenosmilus. You do your Xenosmilus artwork is based on like a jaguar or an African leopard or whatever. Can you explain why do you try to base it on like a spotted cat?
I just use reference existing cats, but not always the same, because it's just speculation. So you don't know how to draw the for partners, for example.
Mm.
So I just take inspiration from those cats, nothing more.
Have you ever used like the cats using like the killing techniques on like saber-toothed cats, like grabbing the throat of a prey animal or whatever?
I don't think Macarodon cats used to kill like that because of their just the for the shape of the head and the dentition. So I think Xenosmiles, for example, was something like a shark, not killing animals, killing his prey, and just ripping apart the animal in whatever place.
So you don't.
So
Oh,
I don't think so. I think Pantherina cats used to do that, but they are completely different as cats.
I always thought that Macurodont cats are always throat slashers because if they bit the prey animal by the belly, the animal would be stressed out, and their teeth would be ripped out. So it makes sense that the throat would be a vulnerable target. Not to mention, like, it's
Not
soft tissue,
it depends on what kind of Macarodons you are talking about.
like Smilodon. Like
Oh,
Smilodon,
as Mylodon is a different kind of is another matter.
yeah.
I think I think is Mauricio Anton is right and Alan Turner in their studies about that because they used to say that they just cut the throat and the bloody vessels in those parts of the neck, and I think it's right. Not in the case in different homotherine cats like Homotherium or Xenosmilus.
Hmm.
They're very different.
I wonder how they would kill their prey then.
I think about more like hyenas attack or wolf attacks. So ripping apart the animal when it was running, especially Homotherium, I think they were. So many think that they were hunting as a pack.
Hmm.
So I think they were quite similar to wolves.
Interesting. And since we're talking about Macarodon, do you think that Smilodon may have hunted in groups?
I don't know. I never wonder about it. Maybe it's the case of Smilodon fatalis, the the Californian one, because they found many of them in the La Brea tar pits. I don't know if it was the same for the example for the South American Smilodon
Population.
populator. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are much more massive and maybe more solitary being. But I'm not a scientist. I'm not a paleontologist, so
Uh,
I just suppose I just read what they say in the various paper, but it's all speculation.
I always thought you were a scientist, like Mauricio is.
No, no, no. I run an insurance office.
Oh, interesting. Have you ever went to Africa and like do like Mauricio Acton does, like go to Africa and like try to draw the cats as like
I
much
went
as you can?
I went to Kenya once 2 years ago,
Huh.
and I had the occasion and just spot some lions, but in the distance. I heard them roaring during the night, but I just saw few of them and not so near. So I didn't have that kind of experience in the safari I had. I was unlucky.
Uh, yeah. What are your thoughts on like over the top artwork, like people putting Smilodon with, I don't know, a mane, for example, or I don't know, like Smilodon being naked. I'm just saying, I don't know, as an example.
What do you mean,
Like
being
like
naked?
like a hairless Smilodon.
Hairless Smilodon, like a, a chicken without feathers.
Yeah, something like that. Like some random art guy just wanted to make a Smilodon hairless.
But it could be a good idea.
Oh, really? I'm just. Oh, you're just. You're
I never wondered something like that.
well
But
because I know that in like in the dinosaur community, like people want to make all dinosaurs have feathers. Why not just make animal like prehistoric mammals to be hairless, for example?
yes, it's. I think it's less realistic anyway. So just for for what? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's strange. Maybe the first speculation about dinosaurs was always with the animal without any kind of scales or feathers. Uh, but now it was resulted exactly like a chicken without feathers.
yeah,
So for an animal, a mammal, try to imagine a woolly mammoth without any kind of fur.
that would be so weird. It's related to Asian elephants, but still, it had to had hair because of the climate.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
could be. They found some variation in the pattern of Asian elephants that they have. One was spotted with a lot of hair,
yeah, I know.
very, very similar to woolly mammoth.
Yeah,
But okay, it's just speculation.
yeah,
I don't. I can't imagine a mammal without fur.
yeah. That would be so weird. It would be
Like
like
a sphinx cat.
yeah, or like a Chinese crested dog.
Yeah.
Um, have you ever collect figures?
Collected
Figures.
figures about what?
Oh, prehistoric mammals.
No, no,
Oh,
never, never, no.
you just don't have the time.
Yes, I'm today on Saturday. You called me drawing. This is my glove I use to draw on the iPad.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes, you don't have a. It's very good because you don't touch the screen with your skin, so you can draw more easily. I'm left-handed.
Oh, me too. I'm left-handed.
Okay.
I'm not an artist though, but I am a lefty. Um, hmm. What else is there? Oh, have you ever drew like your cats like eating prey animals, not killing but like eating them?
No, yeah, oh, I have a Xenosmilus drawing eating a peccary, an old peccary. Did you see it?
I think I did. I think I saw one of your artwork. I think it was your Xenosmilus that was like
This
had
one?
bloody mouth. I gotta see a little closer. Oh yeah, I seen that one. That one's pretty cool. Yeah, but I saw one and it was like hissing at something, and there was like blood sticking out of its mouth, like it was like protecting a carcass of some unknown animal, probably peccary, and was fighting off against Titanus or something.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do. It's interesting. Good idea.
Yeah.
You're inspiring me.
Oh, really?
Yes, you're giving me ideas today. Just a
So,
couple.
so like the one that's like hissing is like hissing at a the terror bird or something.
Yes, I drew only one terror bird, and was okay. This one.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Um,
I like how it has that like that kind of like naked flap thing like turkey not turkey vultures like
yes, white water.
a what?
Yes, it's called white water. Let me see. I also drew one of them. This one. Oh shit.
Oh, that guy. Pretty cool. Yeah, like it looks like a lapid faced vulture on two legs.
Yes, with a an exaggerated beak. Really exaggerate.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Awesome Bros?
Excuse me?
What are your thoughts on Awesome Bros? Have you never heard of the term Awesome Bro before?
No, never.
Awesome Awesome Bro means like I think like we discussed um like they want to make dinosaurs and other prehistoric animals to look very scary, terrifying, naked or or whatever or I don't know,
Mhm.
very monstrous, just like in the Jurassic franchise. What are your thoughts on those type of people?
Oh, okay. But are you asking me my opinion about that?
Yeah, yeah,
I try to be more realistic as possible, even if I'm not a good anatomist. I didn't study it so much, so I prefer to be realistic than exaggerations. Something I don't like it. So I prefer to be as near as possible to the a reality no one has witnessed.
yeah. Like in the movie 10,000 BC, they kind of made Smilodon to be way too oversized. Like it's like the size of like a musk oxen or whatever. I'm like, what the heck is this thing?
Mm,
It's so giant.
yeah, but some of them were, but not that big, of course.
Yeah. Have you ever drew elephants before?
No, but I'm about to do something of. I was thinking about a Gonfoterium or a woolly mammoth. I don't know. I'm thinking about um, hunting scene with the cats and the elephants.
Yeah. I know that there's a fossil site in Texas and it's a very interesting site. It's a homotherium site that's been discovered and it's been a lot of baby mammoths in that site. They're dragging like the young mammoth carcasses back to the cave and they're just demolishing them and eating them.
Yes, I've heard it.
Yeah. I would love to go there myself.
Just go. You're near.
What?
How how long does it take for you to go to that site?
Well, since I live in New Jersey, it would probably take me like 5 hours on plane, maybe.
5 hours. Wow.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really good at math, so.
It's like coming from Italy to New Jersey, the same length.
Well, well, in Italy to New Jersey, it's like 20.
It's for 6 hours.
Really? I thought it's like
Yeah.
24 hour.
No, absolutely no.
because in
I from Rome to New York is something like 6 hours
because when I went to Africa, it was like 24-hour flight.
to Africa.
Yeah, when I went, yeah, because I went to Africa in the Kruger National Park, and it was like very, very far, and it took me.
You went to South Africa,
Yeah.
very far away. You did some stops, some you changed planes. You had to.
Um, we did, but the long flight though was like 24 hours. We took the small plane, I believe, and that was like a 1 hour flight or 2 hour flight there. I can't remember. It was so long ago. It was like back around 2014.
Okay. For example, I went to Japan this year. From
Oh,
Italy to Japan, that is almost in the opposite side of the globe. I needed 12 hours
oh,
direct flight from Rome to Tokyo.
oh my gosh.
Just 12.
Well, we went to the what we did was, we drove all the way to Pennsylvania to the flight, and then to Africa. But actually, I remember that they had to drop off the people from Britain, or I mean, well, the UK, and then we had to go to America, and that was pretty much it. Honestly, I still can't remember a little bit, but that was still it was like very long ago. But I remember the animals there.
I think it has been, must have been interesting or amazing, not just interesting.
Yeah, I yeah, but would I ever go to Africa again? I'd probably doubt it because I don't want to deal with the flight. It's too far for me.
You don't like long flights.
Yeah, I hate long flights. Do you?
I travel all the time, so I don't care.
The thing is that I always worry about plane crashes and etc. That's why, like, I'm a little skeptical of airplanes because I noticed that when my parents watch an airplane documentary on like plane crashes and stuff, that's why like I worry about that. But it doesn't happen, at least not as much. But yeah,
I don't know. I flight so many times, so many hours in my life. And as you can see, I'm not that young, so I always flight.
yeah, you're brave.
I'm not brave, I'm just normal. A normal traveler.
Yeah.
So, any other question about um, my my fun, my art?
Um, thinking of something. What is your favorite cat to draw? It seems like you drew Xenosmilus a lot.
Yes, because it's the last drawn around. So very few people drawing a smile down, send smiles. So and I like it very much. It's a kind of mysterious monster. It has been must have been a real monster.
Yeah,
So I like it very much.
yeah. A lot of people don't really talk about Xenosmilus that much. Like a lot of people talk about Smilodon. People talk
Yes,
about the
it's
American
not
lion a little
it's
bit.
not famous. It's not famous as a Homotherium. They were magnificent beasts, and no one talk about them. That is frustrating because I like them very much. They are my favorite.
I know that Bone Clones has a Xenosmilus skull. And
Yes, they have it. They have it. It's the reproduction of one of the two they found in Florida.
yeah, I noticed that the Xenosmilus skull is more expensive than a Homotherium skull, and I thought that
Yeah, yes, it is.
I wonder why. I thought that Xenosmilus is smaller than Homotherium, but I don't know if that's really the case. Maybe it's because Xenosmilus is more of a rare animal than Homotherium. I don't know.
Don't
Yeah,
ask me. You should ask them. You should write. They are very polite. If you write an email to them, they will respond you.
yeah,
I had some question when I was interested in buying some skulls, and I never did. But I asked them about shipping to Italy and everything. So, but they were very kind and exhaustive in their response. So just write them. They will tell you why.
yeah. I did talk to them before about them making a Thiocleo skull, but they don't have. They say that they don't have the rights to do it because it's Australia or something. I don't know, but yeah. Have you drew marsupials
No,
like Thiocleo, Thioclesmilus?
no, is one of my project in the future.
Oh, in the future you will.
The Thylacoleo,
Yeah.
and of course I will draw it, but when I will have the inspiration
Uh,
and just waiting. I draw by impulse, so when I have the impulse, I do it.
hmm, yeah. I would love to collect more skulls. It's just that like I have like a lot of collection of skulls, and you probably have like a little bit of skulls.
Um, you won't believe me, I don't have any, and I would like to have a good collection. But if I come to, was in Los Angeles in 2019, and I was about to buy a skull from Bone Clones, but the problem is the packaging and bringing it in the luggage because they are very big every time. So you have to make room just for them,
Oh yeah,
and so it's not easy.
yeah. That's the problem. Always have to order it online instead of going to the store.
Yes, but the problem for Italy is that okay, the price is not low first and then we have a 30% tax for to import from the US. So it get very expensive at the end of the day
Oh, I see.
for shipping and for the taxes, the duty.
Yeah,
So I prefer to make them to sculpt them with my 3D app.
hmm. Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just like the same. It's not very different than the real skull.
Yeah.
As a reference, of course, the skull you have it, you can any particular, so any, but that's it. I I have what I have.
I see. Yeah. For me, I just get very lucky, but I know that like yeah, shipping is expensive as hell.
Yes, they are quite big also. The packaging is how do you say? not easy to handle.
Yeah. Um, have you ever drew bears before, like cave bears,
No,
or face
no,
bears?
never.
Hmm.
I will one day. I will change less cats, more different mammals. I was thinking about bear dogs.
Oh, the anti-scions.
Yes, anti-science because I like them very much. But I should first make a skull, and also the skeleton is very different as well. So it will be something interesting, but it will need time.
I heard that they have one of the longest teeth, except for the saber tooth. Like it hurt. It has the second largest after Smilodon.
Yes, but they are not as unique as Machaerodons because they have a conic dentition in the canines,
Yeah,
so not flattened. And the most impressive dentition I think is in Dinocrocuta, the
I've heard of it.
the uh, Dinocrocuta gigantea. I never heard about that.
Is
The
it crocodile?
No, is a hyena, an hyena, a giant hyena from
Oh,
the
oh, Dino Crocuta.
Crocuda. Okay, not croc. I'm sorry, I'm Italian. And just I have a different accent on the
Yeah,
words.
I get it now. Yeah, Dino Crocuta is another interesting animal. It's actually
They
not.
had
It
they
is
had
not.
a
It's
terrible dentition.
yeah, it's a hyena, but it's not a true. Not like Pachycrocuta, but it's still like
They
it's.
are changing mind about that. Is more the last opinions are that there are more hyenas than they thought before.
Oh, interesting.
They are changing mind. If you see the classification and also in Wikipedia, uh, the family is feliform like hyenas.
Yeah,
So anyway, I was talking about the dentition. That is one of the most impressive of all.
yeah. And I bet you drew its rival Anthimachairodus, which is another Homotherian Macurodont cat.
Yes,
It was
I love it. I love it very much.
it's like a really really big cat. I heard like it's like it could be bigger than Smile. Well, big as Smilodon populator. We just don't know.
We just don't know.
But the skull looks huge.
The skull is really huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm making one those days, and also another Smilodon. I have a 4 or 5 drawing on the on the how on progress in progress.
Mm. Have you ever drew like their their younger counterparts, like cubs, for example?
I didn't hear you.
Have you ever drew like their cubs,
Cubs?
like
Nope,
like
nope, nope.
like like Xanosmilus cubs, Homotherian cubs?
No, I just studying Smilodon cubs because they found a lot of skulls also, and the dentition was very different in especially the the mandible. It was very different than the adult. So it's interesting. It's a study of the scientist. She's very good. Uh, Let me see. Narimane Shatar. You know her?
I Name sounds familiar.
She's one of the best, and she's a very good friend. She always send me 3D scans of different skulls so I can refer to. And I had there is a paper she published not long ago, a couple of or 3 or 4 months ago, about the changing the servers of the Smilodons. And there is also very a lot of scans about cubs. It's very interesting. I suggest you to read it.
Yeah, I heard that Sabretooth. Well, as cubs, they were practicing using those fangs, but then they break off and then they regrow them as they get older.
Yes, there is a drawing I did about. They spent something like 2 years with four sabers on the upper jaw. Did you see it?
I don't think so.
Let me see. It was used also by Nariman Chatar for his paper, my drawing.
Oh,
This this one.
oh, I seen that one.
Can you see there are four sabers?
Yeah, I see it.
And there is also another one, but you should find the paper. Um, it's very interesting, I repeat.
Hmm. Yeah, I know that there's been a fossil specimen that young Smilodon was trying to attack a glyptodon, but its teeth were broken, and then because it was a youngster, it was trying to attack it, but
The opinion are divergent. There is also a skull of a Smilodon with a puncture on the top, and it was perfectly shaped with another saber.
yeah,
So to break a skull, it must have been very strong and very violent bite.
this was a freak accident.
It was the exact shape of another saber of a Smilodon. So it was coming from a fight between two Smilodons, and
Yeah,
it was fatal. It was fatal for the one they found the skull. In that case, I don't think the saber was broken because they didn't find it. So who knows?
yeah. It's just that I always think that their teeth are very fragile, even for fighting. But I mean, they would fight. It's just that you know, if they bit the skull, then the teeth would crack. But since it did, that's pretty interesting. Maybe they just fought. Maybe they just bite the skull of like another rival for competition, but not for like their prey because their prey have really strong heads, such as a bison. Like, imagine a Smilodon biting the skull of a bison. The teeth stuck.
I can't imagine a lot because I always have a kind of oh because we just lack the witnessing of all this. So just speculating, finding some proofs, okay. But I think at the end of the day we are all wrong because we weren't there. So
Yeah,
anyway, and then I I don't know how to say. I would like so much to see one of them alive, or just find one hibernated, like the mammoths, like The woolly rhinos.
Yeah, but cloning. What are your thoughts on cloning?
Well, why not? It's very expensive. It's something that maybe could give you an idea of something. Uh, just jump in the past as a witness. I think it's not. I'm not against it anyway, especially for the Tyler sign.
Well, for me, like I used to like the idea, but as I got older, it's like kind of a waste of time because like where are they going to put it? Like where are they going to put the like a clone mammoth? Like are they going to put it in the zoo or are they going to put it in the wild? Because if they put it into the wild, you know,
Yeah, you're right. You're
be,
perfectly right about that.
yeah, like because like the climate is much warmer today, so it would die out.
Yeah,
And like clone and there's even a project that they're doing called the American Cheetah Project, which I think it's going to be a waste of time because
they don't have any material, any DNA. What?
yeah, the American cheetah is not really, it's more of a cougar. And secondly, cheetahs can survive in North America because they're a grassland animal. Well, North America was cold and Africa is hot, so and not to mention cheetahs would starve. They can't run for a long distance like a pronghorn. Even though pronghorn are the second fastest animal in North America, well, the second fastest animal in general, they can still outpace a cheetah
Yeah,
because they have a long distance than a cheetah does.
but the American cheetah is so different than the African one. They are completely different animals. So
Yeah,
it wasn't a cheetah at all.
yeah,
As you said, it was just a kind of cougar.
yeah. Someone even said they're actually going to bring in Asiatic cheetahs in. I'm like, that's still a bad idea.
No, I agree to you.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on cryptids? Have you ever thought on cryptids before?
What is cryptid?
Cryptids are like Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Loch Ness monster, etc.
Oh, I don't believe it. I don't, you don't have any proof. I don't believe it.
Have you ever heard of the British big cats?
Yes, but they are just leopards that were escaping from zoos.
Yeah. Do you think that they're still alive today?
Maybe it's problem. Cats are very adaptable. You see lions in the mountain of the Kilimanjaro with the snow. They can survive with no problem. And if you see also in Germany, they have a zoos where it snows all the time, so they are outside with no problem. So I don't think cats have a problem for the cold weather. Also, we had in the past lions in Europe, in Asia, in the north part in Siberia, so
North America.
North America as well. So I don't think cats have a problem for cold climate.
Yeah. But they're saying that this is a leopard or a cougar that's living in Britain. So it makes logical sense.
But if you can see on Instagram, there is a black panther, a black leopard owned by a Russian girl, and it is all the time in the snow. That cat playing with the dog. Okay, it goes inside many times, but running in the snow, staying in the snow is not a problem. As you, my grandfather had cows and horses. Um, when it was winter time, they stayed at the time outside all the time, and not in a stable. During the winter, they grow a longer fur, both horses and the cows. So it just the animal adapt itself for the climate, and okay, in a couple of generations, it is just not a problem, even for the single animal.
Yeah, because I noticed that like in Britain they found like sheep puncture marks, and they're suggesting that it's a cat, and they found actual footprints of a cat.
Yes, I've heard it many times, and in different centuries as well.
Um, so you do believe in only the cryptid? Yeah, pretty much like me,
Yes,
but not like Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Loch Ness monster, or any of those guys.
no,
Me either.
not at all, not at all.
Yeah, it seems like the cryptid cats seem to be more realistic than Sasquatch.
But also, you see, in Australia, there are many sites of the thylacine.
Yeah,
Every time there's someone telling that they spotted it. So if the animal is present, people spot it in a way or another, or in a time or another, more or less.
I even heard that there's cryptid cats in Australia as well, like leopards or cougars roaming around and all.
No, I've never heard.
Yeah, I never heard of that part, but you never know.
There are so many animals brought by the white people in Australia that is enough, I think. No more.
Yeah, it's quite a shame that most of the animals in Australia are dying out
Yeah,
thanks to
your
people.
nephew,
Yeah,
native. And also in South America now where there was the oh the, in Medellin there are a lot of hippos now
yeah, I
because
heard.
of the few Pablo Escobar broke there in the 80s. So they are reproducing a lot. They are invading all the spaces, and they are very aggressive. You know, hippos are very aggressive animals. So
They are.
that's a big problem for them now.
I even heard they're from British Columbia now.
What?
The hippos.
In British Columbia,
Yeah, I think so.
in that cold climate, staying in the water. Okay, they are very fat. That's right. But I never heard of hippos in the colder climate anyway,
At the
even in the past.
at the time, like back around 2006, but I think that they're like keeping dying out. I heard.
It's very cold in the winter in British Columbia.
Yeah, so
I've been there, so I know it. I know it very well. It's a bear country. It's not a hippo country.
of course. Yeah. Have you been to Yellowstone?
Never. I would like to very much. I've been in Northwest Territories in Canada, in the Arctic. Um, uh, mm, and I told you in Canada, United States, just California, uh, just California.
Hmm.
I traveled a lot in Asia and Africa just once, in Europe. So I liked very much traveling.
Have you ever um have you ever been to fossil sites before, other than besides Rancho La Brea tar pits?
Not really, no, just La Brea.
Hmm.
We have a museum here in Italy where I told you I participate a contest, and they have a very good collection of fossils from Italy. They have also Megantherium skulls, Homotherium, rhinos, a lot of animals. Oh, mammoth as well.
Yeah, I step mammoth, right? Or is it or you don't know?
What?
Is it a step mammoth or woolly mammoth, or you don't know what mammoth?
I think it's a kind of woolly mammoth,
Oh, it's
but I'm not sure. We also had the mastodons.
really.
Yes, like you, a different kind of mastodon, but we had it.
I didn't know that. I always thought that there's only one species of a mastodon called the American mastodon.
No, there is also a European one, and there was in Germany the Palexodon, the biggest one, the 4 meter high at the shoulder elephant, a striped tusk.
Oh, Mauricio drew that on his National
Yes,
Geographic book.
yes, that was a real giant, the double of an elephant, an African elephant.
Yeah. The only problem I have is that he never drew Paleoloxodon pneumaticus, because that thing's a big animal.
Yeah, fascinating as well.
Yeah. It was even bigger than even Tyrannosaurus Rex,
Yeah,
which is insane.
almost the biggest mammal walking on Earth.
Possibly. Because it's still debatable really about Paraceratherium and Paleoplacoderm.
Yes, yeah.
That's a huge debate. And you said there are lions in Italy, right?
Lion, can you repeat because the audio is not the best.
Oh, you said that there are lions in Italy.
Yes, in the north part of Italy, because during the Pleistocene we had a lot of land more than now because of the ice, and they were in the North Italy and also in the central Italy.
Hmm.
In Greece, it was full of lion, for example.
Yeah, Greece. I
Even in the recent time, like 10,000 years ago, um, yes, we had a lot of lions. And in Greece, maybe there were a kind of lion very similar to the barbarian one, to the African.
yeah. Are there any tigers there as well in Italy?
No, we had tiger in Europe, just in Turkey.
Oh, interesting. I always
Yeah,
thought that tigers live in parts of Italy as well, but
no,
no, they don't.
mm, maybe in the oldest kind of, but I'm not informed about it. So I should ask some maybe in the Pliocene is possible in very ancient times.
Speaking of which, of tigers, have you ever drew the Bengal tiger?
No, nope. Because just because it's a tiger, and I would draw a tiger, and I can't spot the difference in creating an animal that still exists.
I know you drew American lions though, and cave lions as well.
Yes, but is a kind of you have as reference the real animal still living, not much different, I think. So mm, the only thing could be the dimensions. They were bigger, but and the professional, the best drawing of American lions is from Beth Zeiken. She's real the best artist you have in the United States for me.
Yeah, I always American lions because they're so big.
Yes, the different, the more big is the cat, the smaller are the eyes usually,
Yeah,
proportionate to the fire or to the corp, to the
yeah.
body, to the body.
Speaking of which, did you know that Siberian tigers are not the largest big cat anymore?
Because of the ligers.
No, it's because of overhunting.
Oh,
Apparently, Bengal tigers and African lions are now the largest cats because people are overhunting Siberian tigers, and Siberian tigers are like around 397 to 440 something pounds, while Bengal tigers and African lions are like 420, well, 430 to 500 pounds, well, 550 pounds for large specimens. And it's hard to find a large specimen Siberian tiger now.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, at least what I heard.
You're the first telling me that.
Really?
Yes.
Because I heard in some books that they mentioned it. You probably have books, right?
What?
Books? You have
What?
books?
Books.
Yeah.
Box is an app.
Yeah. No, books like
Ah, books. Just books. Okay.
yeah, like books. You know, like
Yes, yes. Of
oh,
course. Books.
you have some books?
About tigers.
Oh, well, any cats.
I I have books about Mauritian Town and I mostly use I have the real books, but I mostly buy Kindle books
I
because I don't want to have so much weight on me. I move a lot, so it's better to just put everything in a iPad and reading in it.
I see.
I use iPad a lot for everything.
Have you ever have Mauricio Acton's book on the saber-toothed cat books? Well, the saber
Yes,
book on 2013.
I hold the books of Maurice Chantal.
I need to get more books of him because I only have two books, the Sabretooth one and the National Geographic Mammal book.
There
And I
is also a book about dogs.
yeah, I seen it on Amazon. The
Mm.
I think it's called the Age of Dogs or something.
Is about the evolution of dogs
Oh yeah,
from the amphibians and the actual existing dogs.
and cats too, called the
Yeah.
Dawn.
Yes.
Yeah,
But there are also books in Spanish never translated from Mauritian tongue.
yeah, and I'm not good at reading, Spanish or anything. So I mean, I'm not really the best reader in general, but I try.
I read less than years ago, so but I do also a different life. Listen, I have to go because I have many things to do now.
All right.
It
Well,
was a very, I'm very pleased of this interview. Thank you.
yeah, it's nice to meet you, and you have a nice day, and take care, everyone, and you too as well.
Yes, it's almost dinner time here in Italy.
All right.
Yes, I'm going to cook something.
All right.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Thank you. Yep.
Bye.